I'm now privileged to introduce another talented student, Cole Donnelson. Cole is a second-year MBA student from St. Louis. He's the recipient of the RGA Annual Scholarship. Please join me in welcoming Cole.
Thank you, Dean Taylor. I'm too restless for a podium, so I'll be up here. I'm very aware I'm one of the only things left between you and dinner. But first, if you will, rewind with me 2 years. My wife and I were winding up the side of Haleakala volcano in our rental car. 6 months earlier, we had quit our jobs, left our home. We were on a mission to visit all 59 US national parks in 1 year. So, as I drove to the top of Haleakala National Park, we got into cell service for the very first time in a while, and I asked Elizabeth to load my emails for me, because in Hawaii they frown on driving and emailing on the side of volcanoes. So she did, and I knew my Olin application decision was due any day now, but I wasn't prepared for the shot of adrenaline when she said it was in my inbox. And she opened it and excitedly told me that I had been accepted. Great news. And I really was confident in my application, though. The real remaining question mark was the scholarship letter that was opened next. And there was a long, agonizing pause. She read the scholarship letter a few times before sharing, and then I knew that this was one of those moments that changed the course of my life forever. I pulled over the car as calmly as I could, and we just went bananas together on the side of that volcano. So fast forward from that point, I started my MBA here, and there are 2 incredible impacts that I've had from my scholarship. First, my scholarship is like the fuel in that rental car. It actually powered me to walk through those doors. Getting my MBA at a top-tier school like Olin had been my long-term goal since high school. I actually applied to WashU as an undergrad and was accepted, but I didn't receive the scholarship. Tuition was financially infeasible, and I went to a state school. I loved it there. But now knowing both sides, living both sides, I know firsthand how many more doors a degree from Olin allows me to unlock. So second, my scholarship was like the GPS system in that car. It allowed me to explore careers from entrepreneurship to consulting and not feel bound to chase a paycheck that would need to service those crushing student loans we talked about. So I followed my path to an internship this summer at Accenture in St. Louis. And my overarching career goal has always been to contribute to the startup and the innovation community here in St. Louis. So I really enjoyed the work I was able to do within the public service sector. I worked to create a report for the governor on improving innovation in the state of Missouri. And it wasn't just that I enjoyed it, but I also felt that my scholarship actually allowed me to find a career that was a best fit. It empowered me and equipped me to find this fulfilling job that I'm heading to next summer. So now, because of how my scholarship has impacted me, I feel an incredible sense of responsibility and desire to impact Olin. So you can say that I am the engine actually driving that rental car. For me, that impact looks like taking leadership positions in consulting and entrepreneurship organizations, in consulting and NGO, in the Congo with the Center for Experiential Learning as a team lead, joining a nonprofit board as an Olin United Way board fellow, and also just doing things like helping my fellow classmates, with case interviews. So I know I want to represent the best of Olin now and in the future as a St. Louis alum, but I also want to always challenge myself and my classmates to remember our privilege as scholarship recipients. Never forget that, and always use that responsibility to build a better Olin community for each other and the future too. So, normally not a very emotional guy, but when I actually stop to think about what my scholarship means to me, there's a lot of stuff that wells up inside here. Pride, belonging, relief, but mostly it's overwhelming gratitude. I can't put it into words, but it's gratitude that my scholarship sponsor, Greg Woodring, who I met for lunch last week, and many of you in this room, cared to invest in me and in my classmates. And although these investments, much like my year of personal and park exploration, don't generate immediate quantifiable ROI, I would say that I guarantee they are and will continue to unlock doors for people like myself, and generate great returns for Olin and the whole community. So tonight, I thank you for the fuel, and I thank you for the GPS, and thank you for unlocking us as the engines.